ladies and gentlemen, let's just take the full time out to acknowledge that Goro is the best boy of winter 2018. Can we just get that out the way? Because after what he did this episode and Darling in the Franxx episode 9, what he just did is gonna be hard to top for the year, but the steps that he made is a step that some people don't ever make in their entire lives. Some people are too scared to take this type of jump. And for him to put it all on the line and confess his love for Ichigo, straight up telling her, I think I am in love with you. What? That is insane, especially for a character, for all intents and purposes, who is a secondary character in the series, which is Goro. For him to just come out and just straight up say, I love you to Ichigo, that's big. That's big. That's going to put him in the running at the end of the year for Best Boy, or it should. Of course, we know once a certain award comes around, he's not gonna win Best Boy because Boku no Hero is probably gonna sweep up everything again. But he definitely deserves the praise for taking the step up, because Goro is my favorite character in this series, and I don't think this series is gonna last without him, which is scaring me, because also what he did in this episode is just gonna raise his flag even further, as he is always the leader out there. He's always a cool head. He's always putting his life on the line for everybody else, and I was scared for him this episode. But when you give people like this a big moment, like him confessing love to Ichigo, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of his character. His death flag is there somewhere. And you know, with Ichigo, she responded in a really realistic way. You know, she was like, I don't know how to respond to the I love you, but at the same time, she has had Goro in the friend zone for a very long time, and once you get into that abyss, there's no way you're gonna dig out. We also know that Ichigo is just biding her time. You know, she cares about Zoro. She was taken aback by him saying that he loves her, but at the same time, come on, coming from experience, I know how this works. She's really just biding her time to see just how long she can hold out for him to get over 02, because he's lost in the sauce in that right now. He's not getting out of that 02 greatness. He's too far in. And I know it's more to it than 02 and Hero than him just being in love. I know it's the birds of the feather and the things like that, but that, again, he's lost in the sauce. He's not coming out of that anytime soon. And Ichigo really is just wasting her time. He's in there trying to wait for this dude. And I really don't want to say it like this, but it's just timing of the comparison to the rest of the characters in this series. Even though it's beginning to change, 02 is a Kardashian, and we all know what happened with that, with Kim Kardashian and Darling in the Franxx, and her saying she likes anime and that was her inspiration. But 02 is a Kardashian right now. The people around her don't like her. They don't want her around, even though things are getting better. But everybody will be a fool to say they're not attracted to her. So that's kind of how you look at the Kardashians as well. But this was a big episode for Darling in the Franxx, and you know, the last two episodes, to me personally, it wasn't that great, because we are all waiting for this series to get to that moment like Evangelion, where things are really gonna get bad really soon, and there's hints of it. And again, with the big step that Goro made this episode, especially with him putting his life on the line, yeah, he's probably gonna die now. That's almost 100% confirmed, because they went against a new angel this week. Oh, I'm sorry. Klaxosaur this week, that was in the form of a thundercloud. And poor, stupid, idiotic Zerome. This character is still not a favorite of mine. He's probably still my most hated character in the series. You know, he's stepping up a little bit. He's growing a little bit more, but he saw the core of this Klaxosaur and decided to take it head on. Goro's like, you idiot. Pushes him out the way, takes the brunt of the attack himself. He gets engulfed inside of the middle of this Klaxosaur, but he ejected Ichigo out and said, you know what, I'm not gonna let you die. I'm here to protect you to the end. And he was going to die inside that Klaxosaur. He was gonna self-destruct until everybody decided to rally around and decide to go save him, because Mama and Papa, you know, they're the scumbags of this series right now. They told everybody to tuck tail. They didn't have a plan of even going back to save Goro. They was like, well, if we can do it, oh well. If we can't, then hey, let's at least try to defeat the Klaxosaur, which is bull, which is BS. And I'm glad that everybody rallied around to try to find something. Mainly Ichigo. She's been getting moment after moment after moment of development, because Goro is a big piece of this team. He is, for all intents and purposes, their leader, like I said. And when he does die, because I think if anybody's gonna die, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be a big moment because he keeps everybody cool, he keeps everybody calm, and he's a level head that will be selfless and put himself on the line. And we've seen that he's always been that way. And the reason why he has been that way is because of his love for Ichigo. He was like, maybe one day by me making all of these strides and doing all these things, just maybe she will love me one day. And unfortunately, our boy is stuck in the friend zone. But hey, he got it out there now. He put his cards on the table. His job is done. It's Ichigo that will be the idiot if she doesn't fall for this guy now. We haven't had that oh my god moment yet in this series that everybody's waiting on, even though this could qualify for that, but I just mean the big shocking moment. But we are getting development from characters, like even 02 is getting a step up as she is enjoying being around these people. Even when Ichigo came up with the plan and everybody came up with how they were going to rescue Goro, she straight up said, well, I don't dislike this type of thing. So that is big for 02 to take that type of step and say that she actually likes, you know, the togetherness, the bonds that everybody has. And it was actually a kind of a sweet scene, even though you know it's really masked with bad intentions, to see that everybody got the gift that they wanted from Mama and Papa, saying that once a year they get their present. This was basically their Christmas. And then it was Hiro, you know, kind of explaining what was going on to 02 and asking what would she want as well, or would she like a picture book, because you know they have the thing with the birds in common. So for her to see this type of thing going around and for it to start to resonate with her that maybe, just maybe, some people might actually could care and love for her, that is a big moment as well. And of course, you know, the moment was big when Ichigo was able to rescue Goro and they beat the Klaxosaur and it self-destructed. There's been a lot of feel-good moments, but everybody's waiting for this series to get dark, and I have a little bit of darkness in me that want to see some things get fucked up real soon, but maybe it won't. I won't exactly say I'll be disappointed if it doesn't, but if this is gonna blatantly cue from Evangelion, they need to give me some hurt real soon. I mean, I'm not disappointed in a series that is not going down a dark path, but I kind of want to see it, if you know what I'm saying. So yes, Goro absolutely deserves to be happy, and if Ichigo is going to keep sidestepping this man and deny him that happiness, then that's her loss, because we know what's gonna happen. This man's gonna die, and then she's gonna regret it, and that might be her final character development to get her head on straight and stop thinking about Hiro and move on, and maybe, just maybe, be the leader that everybody wants. Because I forgot Zerone's partner's name right now, but she kind of checked Ichigo as well by saying, like, you know what? You're an idiot. Like, the way that you just want to go out there and be brash and try to act like you're all big and bad. No one's liking you that way. No one's listening to you. Goro is way better leader than you. And I was like, oh, that was a sick burn. But overall, that was Darling and Franxx episode 9. And my thoughts on it, again, if this doesn't submit Goro as best boy for the season and put him into contender for the year, I don't know what is. I mean, we're gonna lose him, so we might as well champion for him now. So let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. And if you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content you indulge on this channel. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. And just in case you don't know, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Let's Reads are back, so be looking out for those once a week. And I'll see you guys later. So on that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.